now.
Hello, I'm the Autism Critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Worst thing ever.
Today we're gonna fucking delve right into some premium cringe, my friends. The very cream. The cream at the top of the lake of stank. We're gonna be looking at Kickassia.
No, I mean, do we have to?
I mean, that's
we have to remember it so they don't have to.
There's my stream look, so yeah. Obviously we have to because it's expected of us.
Okay.
But we're not gonna give them any money. We're gonna be clicking on some mirror upload of it.
Yay!
Grammarly, yeah.
Nice one. Hello, people.
We'll wait just a moment before we start. Obviously, we'll let people arrive first. But welcome.
Welcome.
It says only one person is watching. But there's loads of fucking people talking in the chat, so I'm really confused. If you look at the right of the screen, up next, Poetic Cinema, Let's Cringe. One watching?
Well, it says 58 on mine.
Well done, YouTube. Just fucking premium once again. Absolutely. I can see why you want people to pay for this service.
Can't wait for the long comedic scene of Nostalgia Critic phoning up everybody. And then they phone him back going, what does that mean?
Oh, God.
Get it? It's so funny.
God. Alright, yeah. I'll just click on the one on my phone. There we go. Sorry, that's my voice there.
It's like, Gemma is my mood right now. Yeah.
Alright, guys. Now, we'll just wait for some more people to arrive in the chat. And while we do that, I'll just take a moment for me to talk to you about Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is an RPG game for your phone. The reason I love it is because it's the most ambitious RPG game of 2019. Riker! Alright, boys, I'm rolling. Let's go! Oh, lads.
He's going to do the Riker maneuver.
So just cleaning the septic tank.
Gemma, please tell me that phoning scene is a joke. You'll find out. You'll find out.
Can't wait for the Jew Wario jokes. Real talk, the best thing Jew Wario ever did was kill himself.
Next time.
Next time on Game Grumps. I've actually never bothered watching any of the Nostalgia Critic movies. Well, my friend, you're in for something.
To Boldly Flee is like mildly better. Like, what movie did you watch?
I think in a way they get worse. Like, they get longer. To be fair, the only one I've ever actually fully watched is To Boldly Flee. Like, I know this one fairly well. Like, I've never sat and watched the whole thing, but I'm aware of it.
Did we watch To Boldly Flee once?
We did. We got really, really fucking drunk. And because I was posting about it on Snapchat, and we were just drinking gin and watching... I don't remember a thing.
I don't remember a thing.
And I think we fell asleep.
I was like, we did. Oh, God, we did.
All right.
I'm remembering it now. But I don't remember anything that happened. I just remember it being on the screen.
A bunch of people left and I made that Jew Wario joke. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt everyone's feelings about their favourite paedophile? Fuck him. All right. Boys. Oh, can we get an F in the chat, please, ladies and gentlemen? Can we get an F? So... This is Kickassia, ladies and gentlemen, that we're about to watch.
The Nostalgia Critic.
Kickassia is the first Nostalgia Critic movie.
I think it was for their 2-year anniversary, so this movie is now 10 years old.
Well, you know that, was it yesterday that, it was yesterday, wasn't it, that the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari
100-year anniversary.
100th year anniversary, its 100th birthday. A true masterpiece of cinema. One of the great horror movies of all time. And now we're watching this. Instead, we could have watched Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Yes, you could have, Jacob.
We have it on Blu-ray. It's a masterpiece. We're watching this instead. We're watching Kickassia.
It's gonna be great.
Jinkmel says, I will be reporting this channel for cyberbullying. That's basically what this is now. It's just a bullying channel.
Because bullying is brilliant.
But it's okay, because I've said this before, we punch upwards on
Yes,
this channel.
we do.
We only bully people who are more successful than we are. So it's okay, because that's how that works.
Oh, there's people here that don't know who Drew Wario is.
Ah, fellas.
Oh dear.
Well, we'll just get cracking, shall we? All right, how are the levels, guys? Can you hear the film and can you hear us? Since the movie's just now starting, we need to know how much you can hear of the movie. So you can hear the sizzling, crackling dialogue.
A micronation.
Uh-huh.
Precise. Located just outside of Reno, in Dayton, Nevada. It is a small speck of land, 1.3 acres to be exact. But through a strange loophole, it is technically...
I am acting.
It is run by a man named Kevin Barr.
Okay, movie's too quiet.
The proud president of this land.
Oh, is it? Damn
He's
it.
been called one curly short of the Three Stooges, but he does manage to keep order in his humble country. For the most part, Malaysia is a quiet, simple...
I just love Doug Walker's fucking Lost Crown tier acting.
Hey, you take that back.
gentle land that is yet to subject itself to any intense, hostile violence.
Because it can't really hear the nostalgic
Is where
dialogue, so we
nostalgia
good.
critic comes in.
Better, much better. Hello, better, better, better,
Okay, so yeah, I'm really behind on the chat then.
better. There we go. Thank you
So-
guys. Really, you're not going to thank us in a bit, you know?
Why does the opening of the film look like this? You're not making Gallipoli, like. Lewis.
Oh, Noah and Weiler. Oh, like Spoonie's.
Oh, I've got fucking Angry Joe in it. Everyone's favorite.
I forgot that literally the only two good actors in the whole film are Spoonie and Fearless, because Fearless is just being
I
himself.
say Fearless is always terrible, but
Yeah.
like he does it in such a way where it's just very clear that he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, which is why I like it so much. Why I like his acting so much. Turn it back down. I told you. Oh God, what is this?
I'm just gonna mute it for a second because the music is fucking horrible. Like it's genuinely unbearable to listen to.
Oh yeah, Brad Jones is all right in it as well. Like, yeah, and you know everyone else is like. Just Gemma. Yes. Based on a concept by Mike Michaud. Yeah, that name.
Mike, more like Mike the Chode nailed it
Get it?
because he's a total fucking dillhole.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're about to begin. Fucking 3 minutes of like just opening for this total non-event of a film as well. Right. Let's go.
This is all on you.
No, this is on the voters. I
No.
gave them the options. I said we could stream Shadow Man, or we could play. We could play more Shadow Man, or we could stream this. The people voted damn near unanimously on Twitter for Kickassia.
All right, guys, this is on you. This is like the Republic of Dave in Fallout. And I wish I was playing Fallout. Because the Republic of Dave is really funny. And This is not. To continue watching Kickassia or shove an ice pick up my urethra. Phaelus looks and sounds ashamed to be alive, and I'm not just talking about this film.
I think in general, yeah. Okay, so
I mean, he's got obscure Lupa as a girlfriend.
I don't like the flag design. I'm just gonna say it. I don't like it. I know it's a nitpicky thing, but it's everywhere. It looks like toothpaste. I don't like it on the sash. I don't like it on the candles in the background. I don't like it on the mini flag on top of the candles. It's an ugly design.
It does look like toothpaste.
Yeah.
It looks like he's the president of Colgate. Oh no, he's here.
Why is he looking at the camera? Like, Doug, for fuck's sake, you're supposed to be an actor. Don't look at the camera.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic.
Fuck! Oh god, there's so much to unpack already. It's gonna be a long night.
Do you remember that this guy's a nostalgia critic, Jacob?
It's gonna be a long night, everyone. Okay, so...
She's like, everyone, I want you to know that I love you all from the bottom of my heart, but I hate every single one of you who voted for Kickassia.
So...
Same.
Immediately, Doug Walker is the worst thing. Like, anything he's involved in, like, it's kind of like when you play any Sonic game that came out after about 1997, right? The moment Sonic's on the screen, you just want to kill yourself. Well, it's not unlike that. The moment Doug Walker comes on the screen, you just wish everyone you ever met was dead.
True.
The shot's horrible. I mean, there's nothing wrong with over the shoulder and everything, but the focus doesn't know where it wants to be. The lens is completely flaring up.
It's almost like Rob Walker's a talentless hack.
Yeah. I mean, look at all this flaring. It's just unbearable to look at. It's all over everything. Like it looks like home video.
All around spectacular guy.
Really, all around spectacular guy, Doug. That's not what your employees have said about you.
I'm fine. Anyway, I run a website that has all sorts of reviewers that come together and, well, review stuff. I don't like to brag, but we're pretty successful.
I'm kind of a big deal. I'm
Perhaps you were successful when this came out, but I wouldn't describe the website as being successful now that it's got about. I think it just has Guru Larry on it.
Yeah, Guru Larry and Cinema Snob.
I noticed that you have your own nation here. You must be very proud. But to be fair, it is not very big, and you're not very big. So, let's just cut to the chase here. I am going to invade you. My army is going to take you down, conquer Molossia, and take it as our own. Now, don't get...
And I hated that so much I left the room.
I mean, you were talking about, like, oh, I'd rather watch The Wall. I mean, I think I'd rather just watch snuff videos. I mean, this is where we are. Like,
any bright ideas? Don't try to fight
Yeah,
back or anything like that.
I mean, I said
My
something
army
I
is quite
couldn't
literally
take back there.
unstoppable, undefeatable, and of course invincible. Where you are, well, just you. So I'll give you 10 minutes to pack things up and piss off. Deal?
Sarah, you haven't missed a thing. The film has been on 5 minutes, and 3 minutes of that was the opening credits. The premise is, this is a micronation. It's actually a real micronation, by the way, Molossia. It's a micronation. Nostalgia Critic has just shown up at the president's house and threatened him. He's just like, well, me and my movie critic friends are going to invade your micronation. And, that's that. So perhaps you should leave. That's all that's happened. You haven't missed a damn thing.
He sounds like Will from the In-Betweeners. Oh, at least Will from the
Why do they
In-Betweeners
always
is
want to
actually a
do
good
it the
actor.
hard way?
They didn't say the wall, they said a wall. Yeah. Hello? Oh, it's you.
Time.
I don't know how much of this is the upload or how much this was like on the edit that that Doug or his talentless brother, whose name escapes me, Rob. I don't know how much of that was them and how much of that is this person's upload, but like look at the fucking interlacing lines. You know, every time like somebody moves too quickly.
It's time.
What? I just want to fuck the green M&M.
Hello.
It's time.
Run, Noah, while you still can. Get the fuck off the screen, Film Brain. Has anyone got tired of this scene yet?
Because it keeps going.
I'm just having a ball.
It's time. Hello?
Yeah, what does it's time mean?
What?
I don't know, you just called me up and said it's time, like I'm supposed to know what that means.
Get on the wagon, Phaelus. It's the takeover of Molossia.
The takeover of what?
Hold on, I gotta call Mira White. Hello?
Hey, yeah, what's this it's time thing you're talking about?
Don't you...
It's time for me to abort Spoonie's baby.
No.
Look, it doesn't matter. Just meet me in Molossia.
Where?
Hold on, I got her call. Hello?
Yeah, it's 3:22 p.m.
What?
And he's the only
thought you
funny
were
guy in the
asking
whole
what time it was.
fucking
It's just
thing.
there's something about Spoonie. Like he's just so fucking charismatic. I'm gonna sound like such a dick rider, but like Spoonie is so charismatic that it doesn't matter what he's doing. They're just like, hey Spoonie! I don't care that none of this is funny. You're funny, and therefore I'm amused.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you it is time.
Yeah, and that time is 3:22 p.m.
No, I got her call. Hold on. Hello?
I'm behind you 110%,
Oh, God.
Critic. Any Chick-fil-A's refusing to serve us delicious nuggets on Sundays from here on out will be blown sky high.
Whoever liked Angry Joe?
Like no, but even when I swear, even when Channel Awesome was big, even when no one knew that Jew Wario had a bunch of 7-year-olds chained up in his basement, like even when this website was at the height of its popularity, nobody liked this guy. No one. Have you ever met a person who's like the funniest guy in the world? I tell you, my favorite critic, Angry Joe. Whew. Premium.
I only know one person who liked Angry Joe. And I dumped him.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Because he likes
The
Angry
invasion of
Joe.
Molossia.
What is Molossia?
I mean, there was lots of reasons.
on,
but that was
get
one
back
of
to
them.
Hello?
Yeah, I got 324 here, but I think Spoonie's watch is more accurate.
Oh, hold on a minute. Hello?
Me again.
Sorry. Hello?
Hi, still running on confused here.
Look, it's hard to explain. Just meet me in Molossia. It's in Nevada.
This
Okay,
scene
I'll
has
just,
now been most of the film so far. Most of the runtime of this film so far has been dedicated to this gag.
walk over to Nevada.
I'll fly you there.
When?
I don't know. I can barely keep track of who I'm talking to. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta call Sean.
Who?
The epic fail guy.
Oh, yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, I could barely keep track
Hello?
about who's a pedo and who isn't.
3:23 p.m.
Go away. Hey, Cinema Snob.
Guilty as charged.
Ah, when he had
Any chance you
hair.
have Sean's number?
Your mom has Sean's number.
I have very fucking mixed feelings about Cinema Snob because I enjoy his content, but he just won't. He won't take ownership for the shitty behavior of Channel Awesome. Like he's still picking at that carcass. And then when people bring it up to him, he's just like, "Well, Logan Paul filmed a dead body, so it's okay about all the sexual harassment." It's like, no, Brad, that's not how any of that works.
Shut up.
Believe it or not, Sean isn't at home. Leave a message at the beep.
I see him. God.
Present.
Goggles is on board.
Thank you.
That chick with the goggles.
Goggles? It's time.
It is?
Yes, we are taking over Molossia.
We're taking over Molossia.
I know, right? So get your stuff together and come down to...
By the way, this has been an answering machine the whole time. Leave your message after the beep.
That was almost a good joke, Doug. You fucked it up, but I feel a couple more takes, a little bit more practice. You've got a good joke there.
Hello?
Little Miss Gamer, I need your help. We are.
Who are these people? I genuinely don't know who half these people
I'd
are.
love to,
I never
Critic,
knew.
but-
Like, I used to like this website because, you know, I was a stupid kid.
Yeah.
But I don't know who this. Who's this?
Apparently Little Miss Gamer.
Like,
apparently.
she just looks like a teacher's assistant.
Freak
Like, who is she?
accident. Now I have to defeat the Mother Brain, restore order to the kingdom. And Link's been acting kind of like a jerk.
Hold on, another call. Hello.
3:24 p.m.
Okay, look, I'm putting everybody
God,
on speakerphone.
The joke is done.
Can you hear me? Yes.
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 No. I mean, yes.
Look, we're taking over the land of Malasia. I'm flying you all out to Nevada so we can prepare for the invasion.
And
It's still
where
going,
are we all
guys.
gonna stay?
It's okay, I booked everybody a hotel room.
Get it?
Oh,
A
gee,
hotel
I
room.
didn't see that one coming.
Oh boy, I'm excited. Are you excited?
Oh, shut the fuck up!
Fuck yourself, Matthew Buck.
Jesus fucking God, I just... Isn't it amazing how Film Brain says one line of dialogue and nobody wants to live anymore?
Look how much Angry Joe wants to kill him as well.
He's just like on the screen, he's just like, hey, I'm Film Brain! Why have I been given dialogue? Fuck.
Excited? Excited!
I mean, how do you look in the mirror and see that face and not want to stab yourself? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you not just emulate your own head? And his voice as well.
I cannot believe he dragged us all out here.
Like, honestly, if I spoke like Film Brain, I would intentionally make myself deaf. You know, there was that girl whose therapist poured bleach in her eyes to make her blind. Like, I would honestly have my therapist burst my eardrums if I spoke like Film Brain.
If I spoke like Film Brain,
I get American food, I could be puking up
I'd
right
rid
now.
the world of my existence.
Hey, you look familiar. Aren't you that doctor guy?
What? No, I mean, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You're always trying
A
to
hotel
take over
room.
the world
Imagine
and
all the
stuff.
sexual assault we can ignore in here.
No. You got the goggles. and-
No! I mean, okay, I was before, but
I'm not paying attention. What's happening?
that was the past.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore you now.
And he never stopped ignoring him after that.
Yeah.
So you're a picture, huh?
All right. Is everybody here?
I sure as hell hope so. We can't fit any more people in this room.
My God, where's 8-Bit Mickey?
Who?
You're sitting on him, dude.
That's okay. I didn't want to stand anyway.
All right, people.
It's amazing. There are entire like frames with like 5 or 6 people in them, and I don't know who any of them
to
are.
do the ballsiest thing any of us have ever done before. We are going to take over the land.
Well, I mean, Justin's probably done some pretty fucking ballsy things that fly in the face of common decency.
I wonder if that's where they all stayed. Like, if he actually did make that joke and went, "Have picture all a hotel room."
Why are we taking over Malasia? I mean, isn't
Who's
it
that?
barely an acre of land?
Is that nostalgia chick? But
No,
like,
that's.
I mean, it looks like her though. Please leave this up if you can. I used to watch Nostalgia Critic regularly as a kid. Finally decided to never watch again with the Not So Awesome document. I decided not to watch after I turned...
She looks like a
19.
survivor. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of these people are abusers. Let's be honest. There's a lot of fucking sex criminals in this room. This hotel room. She looks like someone who's seen some shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, this girl looks like she spent some time in her life tied to a radiator.
Mars Girl, do you think anyone
Jew
else here
Warrior.
honestly has that
Yes.
question? Okay.
She looks a bit old for Jew Warrior, to be honest.
And though those of you who don't know who Jew
Look
Warrior
at this.
is, have a look and see
Look
where
at
you
this
can find him.
cunt. Look at him. I know what you did, you fucking piece of shit.
Okay.
Everyone was like, oh, let's have this whole conversation about depression because he killed himself. No, he killed himself because he couldn't live with the fact he was a nonce.
That one kind of looks like you, Gemma. Thank you.
That's our one opportunity to finally seize control of
That's a
something.
survivor one.
Guys, can we get an F in the chat for Gemma?
Does SimCity count?
Will any of these places we're going to be small schools? Will there be any primary schools in the area?
This is our chance
By the way, guys, that's going to be a recurring motif every time this fuck is on the
to
screen.
finally have power, to create an empire unlike any other.
God, there's so many sex offenders in that hotel.
I know.
But it's only an acre of land. What can we do
I
with
mean,
it?
Silly Gemma. That Squirrel Girl, Mars Girl, she started the Kick Vic thing. I have no idea what any of that means. The video equivalent of pooping sandpaper. Says Sho Shiragani? Or Shiragani? I don't know. I don't know how to speak foreign languages. I don't speak foreign!
Acre of land.
What can't we do with an acre of land?
Whoa.
Oh God, I hate him so much.
People, what may start as just a small acre of land will blossom into something larger than any of us can possibly imagine.
Yeah, like 2 acres of land.
You know, there's another group of people that thought like you, Linkara, and they were called Nazis! They were close-minded, hate-filled people that just want everything their way. Are you a Nazi, Linkara?
No.
Are you a Nazi, Linkara?
No.
Because I don't want any Nazis around here!
No, I'm not a Nazi! I'm not a Nazi!
Good. Now let me tell you about a group of people that didn't give up. They were called Nazis. They had a crazy plan too. Everybody thought they were nuts.
What?
But you know what? They got pretty far, didn't they?
What's the joke?
Nuts.
Oh, none of us like... Wait, the joke is... Wait, everybody hates Nazis instinctively, but actually they were pretty cool? Is that the joke?
They were dedicated. Yeah! And strong. Yeah! A lot of people said they were crazy. Well, everybody says that we're crazy.
Everyone says you're stupid and untalented. It's not the same thing.
So that gives us a better advantage, doesn't it? Yeah! Think about it. First, we take Molossia and then the neighbors down the street. And then their neighbors, and then their neighbors, and then their neighbors. Until we build a military force so gigantic that nobody will be able to stop us. And then we go global. First we start with Texas, then Canada.
That's his blowjob camera. Blowjob vision. What you see versus what she sees.
In our way. And then
Just like he looks like he's just spied a 7-year-old getting ready to trick or treat. Look at him. Look at nostalgia chick. Look at that look on her face. She knew. She fucking knew.
She just knew she was going to have Spoonie's child.
This stream is going to kill our fucking channel.
Hey,
we have no hope. We have no hope of recovery of this. I'm not a Nazi. I am the Lightbringer. I can't even watch people making fun of this. I'm sorry. It's so cringy. But people voted for it. This is what they wanted. Granted, I made it an option people could vote for. But this is what they voted for.
So what are you people? A Nazi? Or Nazi?
So they're all Nazis. Oh, fuck off.
By the way, as the obvious future president of this great nation, I'm going to need a vice president to be by my side.
You can tell she hates him touching her. Right? You know what I mean? Like, it's there. It's like, can we do a take without the hands, Doug? Like, do you think where you don't put your hands
the only
on
one
me?
who can keep the Nastasia name alive. Mostly because it's in your name. Interested?
Well, I don't know. I was kind of holding out for president.
Well, that's all the vice president does.
Oh, okay then.
Cool. All right, everybody. What are we waiting for? Let's go kick some Molossia!
Do you know what I mean? She just doesn't look like she wants to be there. So, I don't know how true this is. I've heard Lindsay fucking hated Doug.
And good on her.
Well, it's, I think he gave her the job and everything, but, like, I guess some people hate their boss, especially when your boss is Doug Walker, who's, an emotionally stunted imbecile who ignores abuse when it suits him.
Yeah, I've always hated the nostalgia chick.
It may be Mickey.
So, this nostalgia critic guy says he might be invading our nation. What do you think?
Look how bad this shot is. Like, I know it shouldn't matter because it's just like a YouTube movie, but like, there's no effort gone into this shot at all. Look at it. Like,
there's not even any symmetry.
I was gonna say the symmetry's off. That window is just bleeding light into the shot in a way that just looks awful.
They dated for a bit.
I say
that
we
might
keep our
have helped.
defenses high, but not worry too much about it.
Oh, so she did the same thing to him as she did to Spoonie
Oh,
then.
Jim bought his baby as well. And make a documentary about it. So was this after they dated, before they dated, during they dated? Because she genuinely looks like she doesn't want to be anywhere near him.
Good.
Imagine, right? Imagine this is your neighborhood. Obviously, there's a cameraman there. He's got to get these shots, and there's just a bunch of people that, that look like adults who watch My Little Pony, all just like walking through your neighborhood doing tough guy poses.
We're gonna annihilate them.
Yes, film brave, but save your energy. You're getting near for all the pointless torturing we're gonna be doing.
Like making them watch your videos.
Making him sound like him.
He seems much smaller in person.
That's because you're far away from him, jackass.
Well, he's about to get a lot closer.
Spoonie's bad too, but I see he's still talented at least. And I have a lot of sympathy towards Spoonie as a person.
Spoonie was one of those ones who I just found him. He's just endlessly charismatic. Like, he's so much fun to watch, even when he's not being funny.
Also, like, he's the kind of person that he's ill. He needs help, genuinely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm of the opinion that mental health is not an excuse to be a dickhead.
Like, he's done some shitty things in the past, but I still like his content.
But
Like, he at least jumped ship.
I think as well he didn't exactly have the right people around him when he was kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't work.
That's what the review said.
Any other strategy outside of going out?
We renamed this neighborhood Nonstopia.
No, you just thought up to where everyone was in charge. And
Fucking
you were ruling
beautiful.
the fucking world.
Yes.
Well, you can't just do that, Critic. You have to...
Taiwei asks, who is Nostalgia Critic ever aimed at? It doesn't appeal to kids. It doesn't appeal to adults. It's a group of actual talentless adults, and then pretending to appeal to, question mark. Yeah, it's a good question, isn't it? I'm not really sure who this is aimed at.
Like, when did I watch Nostalgia Critic? I started watching him around 2008, so that would be 12 years ago. So how old was I? 15. I was 15.
Uncle Palpy described this as the Battle of Dorks Drift 22.
Plan these things out. You have to have a strategy, for God's sake.
Yeah, but that takes
Hey, we're going to use that? We're not going to do another take? Okay.
hard work that we do not have.
I declare this sucking.
Me too. I'm out of here. Yeah,
Same. Let's go. Code.
Do you dare leave now in your moment of victory?
I would never leave you, Critic.
Oh, shut up.
Just so unlikable, isn't he?
I know that film brand. We just need a plan.
How about we gut them open and wear their organs as hairnets?
No,
course the
we have to
Mexicans
get close to
did
him.
I'm sorry, what? Gemma, do you want to clarify that statement?
Of course, I was like, that's what Doug's trying to make them out. He's being racist with that.
Right, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying that before we lost the channel forever.
I was like, yeah, that's Doug's writing.
How about I lunge Barry over like a kamikaze bear?
No, I think they see that coming.
Oh.
How about a legion of spiders? They're quite small and fit in the most overhead compartments. No, how'd you get in here anyway? Just want to be loved. Get out! Who?
Was that what Doug says to himself in the mirror?
How about we use Tom's head?
And it's just like the same joke that you would get in like a Chris Boers video. It's just him green screened in as another character. Also, who are these two? It's like, hey, here's a guy in a short version of him that wears the same shirt. Like, have you ever seen these two before?
No.
Or the fat bloke with like the...
Hey, nah,
Like the fat early 2000s I listen to hip hop beard.
Maybe we can jump on him and use this turtle shell to get extra points.
I'm sorry,
That's your
what?
answer to everything. Well, it'd work if you gave it a shot.
Hey guys, I got an idea. This might seem like a shot in the dark, but what if we just used weapons?
Nah, it's a terrible idea. Wait! I have an idea!
Gee, does it involve using weapons?
It involves using weapons!
Yeah.
Angry Joe, get your MP5s. Linkara, get your magic gun. Benzai, start rapping Barry and explode.
Of course, the Mexican has MP5.
Explosives. By God, we'll give him a battle worth fighting for. And this time, there will be no dawn.
If you write anything,
oh god,
it's not an
you
advert.
need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all day, every day.
Is there a member of Slipknot in this film? Like, who is he, and why is
he? Yes, it looks like Alex.
He looks so much like him. You guys won't know Alex. He was in my movie The Rules of Poker, which you might have seen on the channel. I mean, he was in all my movies, like back when I used to shoot on fucking VHS when I was a teenager, and those movies look better than this.
Oh god, to be continued, but the film continues.
Part 2. All right, guys, we're moving on into part 2 now. Just gonna steal myself for part 2. Why in God's name does it tell me that only one person is watching my stream when there's like 200 people here?
Yeah.
By the way, that's so fucking bizarre. One watching. My ego can't handle that in the corner.
Yeah, there's like 195 people here. It's I Hate Everything in this film. No, I Hate Everything would have been 8 years old when this film came out.
Is everyone preparing for battle?
They are, Spoonie.
Good.
You know, Spoonie, you would really help the team out if you were to, well, you know.
Summon him?
It would just be this one, Spoonie.
Well,
just this once, and you can go back to normal.
Is that if you watch Spoonie's videos, Dr. Insano is like a different character. He's not Spoonie.
Every day I
Does Doug not get this?
Raging inside of me.
Yeah, obviously the joke here is Spoonie and Dr. Insano is like Bruce Banner and the Incredible Hulk, I guess, is the gag.
All you need to do is set him
But that's
free.
not how
And
it
then once
is.
you have him
But
under
do you think
control-
Doug bothered watching other people's videos on his website?
There is no control. There's only anarchy and chaos and the world writhing in pain. But if you would only try. Try? There is no try. There is only the darkness. Give in, Spoonie. Give in for me and the team. And for me.
Oh, there's just like a Pepsi in the background here.
Like this was advertised, like this.
No, I'm just saying like that they drank a Pepsi. Like they cared so little about the shot. They had a Pepsi, put it down, and didn't care whether they got it in the shot. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I left the madness behind me a long time ago.
Why doesn't he just say Noah, or is his character in the movie's name?
You'll find none of it left here.
Like that's an okay shot.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be an okay shot if like
The lighting was
if I was
any
gonna
good.
say if the lighting was better, the white balance wasn't total shit, and it was focused properly.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't even know where I'm supposed to be looking here.
Need to give in to the madness.
Because it's just like, I can see what they're trying to do, but in order to actually pull this shot off, you would need to completely put shadow over on this side here to basically show the two sides of the personality. And again, this would work better with something, again, mirroring there.
Doesn't he have
two
bipolar
personalities on the shoulders?
Yes, he does. That's another thing. Is this Doug basically like showing that this is what he did to Spooning?
This is like Doug being like, "Hey, you're mentally ill. That'll be funny. Let's put that in the script."
Mm-hmm. Would you jump into the video and rescue that Beppis? It doesn't deserve this. I'm too late. Plus, I'm drinking beer. That's better than drinking that at that moment in life.
Yeah, the yellow lighting makes me think of like old Chris Chan vlogs. Where he'd just be like, Stardate, 20th of March, 2011. Today we're invading Malaysia. And I thought Garbage Pail Kids was the worst film with Pepsi product placement. Well, I think it's some English bloke. Like I was saying, I don't think that was product placement. I think it's quite clear they just didn't give a shit about their shot.
Oh, you remember back in like the 2010s where people would draw abs on themselves because of 300?
I don't normally use the word incel to make fun of people.
Yes,
but
you do.
No, I'm more inclined to say simp, but...
True.
You know, you look out here, these are people that look like... This is a crowd of young men that have had very little sex and call women females. That's what I'm looking at right now.
What's worse, this or Chris Chan? Well, Bioman 12, I actually watch the Chris Chan documentary actively. Mm-hmm. I've watched all. I've watched 30 out of 30 parts so far, and they're only in 2010. So, just think of that.
All right, people.
Get it? It's one of those guns you used to get with the old Nintendo. No one's done that joke before.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. Bravery.
It's the moment you've been waiting for.
You know he's sniffing, isn't it? You know he's sniffing,
Age of consent lowered to 10.
Will be rewarded. Destinies will be revealed. And the honor of a new nation will be born. A nation which I will declare Kickassia!
So is this the film where... Okay, so I know that on one of these fucking shitty Nostalgia Critic movies, that Spoonie and Doug Walker got in a fight, and that cape was damaged. And they wouldn't speak to each other again for the duration of the filming. Was that this?
I hope so. I fucking hope so.
Phallus, send the signal to
Imagine being James Rowe, viewing this and knowing he's been
First
ripped
of
in for
all,
life.
it's Phallus, not Phallus. Second, the guy's standing right there looking at you. Why don't you send the signal yourself?
Phallus, just do it.
Doug Walker must have felt like the smartest, funniest guy in the world when he realized that phallus sounds like phallus.
Ralph Julia deserves better than this.
Like, what's the joke here? It's like, the joke is a bunch of nerds charging at someone's house as if this was a war situation. Haha, I've played Super Mario. That's funny. Like, a reference is not a joke. Like, you can't just go, oh, here's a reference to something. Like, that's...
Well, Phelan, oh yeah, my name sounds like a sexual innuendo. You're so smart. Why did she wear the green mask?
This is as physically intimate as Linkara has ever been with a human female.
And Annie thought he was dead. Annie thought she was dead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, dead Muppet gangbang.
Get your filthy hands off me.
Remember, pain is just God's way of telling you to try harder.
Oh yeah, angry Joe is angry.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time even fucking making jokes at this point. I'm just so bored.
Hello, 200 people.
Imagine just arriving now when I've reached that point where I'm completely sick of this movie.
I remember the Monty Python thing with the horses that aren't real. Oh, and remember the homeless bum? Remember
Did anyone find him funny?
No.
The bum. Just like...
Doug.
Yeah, literally. I think Doug was the only person in the world who found that funny.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, it's Jude. Who are you?
Loud noises! Okay, that's kind of funny.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's now gone on too long. That's kind of funny. They're sort of bringing it back. Like, that's kind of funny. Like the ladder.
Footstool!
No, it's not.
Like, I don't know if that was a good joke or whether just like my standards have dropped so far from the rest of the film that just something even resembling humor, I'm like, ha! Cool.
Oh no, he's gonna get run over by a train! Yay!
This is exactly what the Area 51 raids must have looked like.
It's just a toy train.
It's just the FBI. It's just a shotgun. Now put it in your mouth, you fucking mouse.
It was an honor to serve you, mon ami. Ow.
Destroy him!
What's the joke? His sword can make him teleport? Is that comedy? Why can he teleport?
Don't get me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
What's this joke all about, by the way? The guy who moves in like single frames of animation. What's that all about? Does anyone get it? Does anyone know? Does anyone know what that's in reference to?
All I know is that guy. That's how he appears on camera.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Oh God! Look how awkward his movements are. No wonder he doesn't go on camera properly.
Hey, 3D Lee's pretty awesome.
I don't know about that.
He's like the irate gamer.
I was about to say he looks like the guy you don't know babysit, but you could say that about pretty much all of them.
Don't make us review.
Except Jew Wario, he seems pretty sound. The effects are pretty good for a VHS film made in the early 80s. Wait, do you mean this movie isn't from the early 80s?
Follow him?
I love how they're not running properly, they're just sort of like moving up and down.
Yeah. But they hadn't got the insurance if someone actually fell over and hurt themselves.
Alright, President Ba.
Yeah, because, I mean, who aren't Channel Awesome apart from sticklers
I'm not the
for,
president. I'm Fritz von Baugh, Minister of Making Things Orderly.
Yeah, making sure they're always running a tight ship on the set and making sure everybody's safe, you know.
But the fact is, we're two totally different people.
Okay, well, where's the president?
Oh, he's gone. Flew right out the door.
So, you mean we won?
It looks that way, yes.
No, you didn't.
Kickassia has been conquered! A new dawn of government is upon us!
Go to fucking hell.
See, again, that was almost funny. It's like, hey, the family aren't paying attention, and this psychotic, screaming Mexican behind them, like, that's almost funny.
And a new democracy to live by.
Why a democracy?
Because I say so. And I will be your president. Nostalgia Chick will be your vice president. And the rest will figure out at another time.
Another time!
Die.
And as my first order as your president,
Where can I get a giant Foster's like that, by the way?
America.
Look at the fucking size of that can of Foster's.
Well, that's a
I
good
bet a lot of
idea.
them were drunk
It's like
in this
everyone's
film.
equal.
yes, and I shall be elevated above you in a rocket chair, a magnificent rocket chair, so I can look down on all of you and see just how equal we all are. Make yourselves comfortable, everybody.
Nazis, when they conquered France, be like.
We have given birth to Kickassia!
How the fuck is there an hour of this left? How is this not the end of the story?
Shut your ugly fucking Down syndrome squirrel face. That was the chat.
Oh God, why is there so much left? Like, where else do they have to go? Like, oh, they don't like running their own country, and it falls apart, I guess, and maybe they give it back to the old guy. I don't know. Why is this feature length?
There are kids here. Wario intensifies.
Dateline Kickassia, year one of the new Critic and
So I imagine Game Dude in this. I imagine the Game Dude didn't need to go out to Mexico. He could have just fled to a micronation. Just convince like somebody who owns a micronation to live and work there. Get on the run from the cops. Can I like come and work in your garden?
Kickassia is fortunate to have hard-working individuals make their regime stable. And here's one of them now. Lord Cat, recently appointed Minister of Trade. Tell me, new Minister, what does your job exactly entail?
Oh, hello, Spike.
I have a lot of video games I can trade.
Spike is here.
Some NES, some Super Nintendo, some Sega Genesis, and we're hoping that we can trade them with other nations for goods and valuables.
This is the guy who goes to parties, doesn't really know anyone there, finds out someone else is having a party. He's like, hey, have you got a DJ yet? You know I DJ, right?
Marble Madness, and I guess it's pretty rare down there.
However, military
So this is
forces
that
are not a major concern in
fat
Kickassia.
white guy that
Secretary
listens to
of
hip hop
Defense
beard.
Angry Joe
I
assures
just
public that
hate.
everything is well protected.
It's true that
Yeah, like Gemma's just gotten completely done with the film. She's just playing with our gecko now.
Sergeant who knows how to keep up the men's morale.
He's like, I want to come out.
Tuck in your shirt! Stop being so tall! Did you say something?
Oh God, no. I'm definitely afraid of you. Looks like a solid team you got there.
Yes, indeed.
Now, there have been a few reports that you're, in fact, a little gun crazy.
Who said that?
But an invasion seems unlikely, thanks to good relations being kept by the.
Didn't this guy just review porn?
Yeah.
What do you mean you can't understand me? I'm French. That's the language of love. If you can't understand me, then you can't understand love. Hold on. Let me transfer you to my second in command.
Hey, you think you got it, bruv? I've had a time bomb strapped to my
Like
body and
Gemma
was
died.
loaded to 2 separate
You guys have a
pieces.
gecko?
There's not enough
Yes, we
stitches in
do.
the world to recover from the emotional
He's
pain
a
I'm going
crested gecko
through.
called Spike.
Prick.
We're getting another one
Needs
soon.
a treasurer, and Kickassia is a cinema star who, as I understand, also
Mhm.
designed the flag
We're
for
gonna
Kickassia.
get
It's true, Chris. And
yeah,
for
we're
a
gonna get
nation like
another
Kickassia, I
we're gonna
figured
get
that we
another
really
Cresty,
needed
and then
a
at
real
some point
kick-ass
when we
flag.
can afford
That's
one, we're
why
gonna
I
get
came
a
up with a
gecko as well.
muscle-bound ice cream cone
Oh,
carrying
how is
machine
Spike doing?
guns
Is
and
it
Those are just
more
talking to-
endearing than
Yeah.
this film?
Just like,
Oh, he's fine.
hey guys,
He's
well,
happy.
welcome everybody to Late Night Reptile Posting.
He's
Well,
happy.
looks like you guys
he's playing
haven't put
on
it
my
on a
hand.
flagpole yet.
He's
Well, we
looking at
weren't
me.
exactly sure how to get their flag down and ours up, so we're just using Handsome Tom as our flagpole.
Oh, that's who that is. It's Handsome Tom.
He's not, Chris. He's definitely not.
From Screw Attack. The old Screw Attack that there was Stuttering Craig. Who I remember because Stuttering Craig
remember Stuttering Craig.
was in the Sonic movie, not the new Sonic movie, the fake Sonic movie that had James Rolfe and Brendel Floss in it.
Still getting over the fact I'm pretty
Bloomin' Samurai, please send gecko pics. We will.
I will.
touch.
I'll put it on Twitter because I know I've got you on
Yeah.
Twitter.
This is what I've been missing all
But yeah, there was always these videos of like, I'm Stuttering Craig and I'm Handsome Tom for Screw Attack's top 10 ball sacks in games.
Take Sage, for example. He is making sure that everyone is in good shape, acting as Kickassia's Surgeon General.
In my short time as Surgeon General here at
I don't
Kickassia,
care
I made
what's
two
going
amazing
on
medical
in the
discoveries.
film.
One, when
Da-da-da-da.
holding an Uzi,
It's exactly no. This has just become like shitty Game Grumps now. Just like distracted from what we're doing, singing little songs. Yeah, I don't have a clue what's going on. Partly that's my own fault for paying very little attention. I don't know who this guy is. Like, he looks familiar, but I think that might just be from I saw him earlier in the movie.
smoking does well to strengthen the body and prevent cancer, especially pregnant women.
Your studies show that.
Oh yes, it's right here on this chart. What do you
Yes,
know?
do you think we should watch the
Had
fake
bird
Sonic
upside
movie?
down.
No.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No. No.
Everyone in Kickassia is questionably insane. Take, for example, Paul, the local shock jock radio DJ.
And while the big wigs up on the hill with their fancy hats and their capes look
See if
down on
Spike
the
makes
small
any noises
people
and
with
if
oppression,
he says
with
it because there's
taxation,
anything-
with sexual repression.
You think he's just going to
Don't
start
get me
speaking into
started
the
on the
microphone?
sexual
He makes
repression.
noises.
Take a stand, people. Oppose
He's trying to crawl away
these
from it,
big
like he doesn't
people
like it.
with their fancy fucking
He
hats.
jumps onto it.
So, what
No, he's
exactly
crawling up your
about
arm.
the
He's
Kickassia
literally going the opposite direction of the microphone.
Nothing really. It's just when people
Spike,
agree
you
with
wanna watch
angry
the
hosts
movie?
on the radio, it makes them feel better about themselves. So, in my own way, I'm helping the people's morale.
I think Spike quite likes the TV, doesn't he?
Another
Yeah.
person keeping up
Geckos
the
in
morale is
general, I think they
Spoonie,
like
who
the
is now head
television, they like the
officer for
colour and
science and
the
technology.
lights and everything.
Yeah, at
The
first we didn't have
movements.
much of a science department. In fact, the original space program was just a stomp rocket. But I'm certain we can get things to a more legitimate level.
Hey, weren't you that crazy scientist before?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you had the goggles and the...
No! I mean, I was before, but that was the past.
Well, there are some in this nation who still do well to keep order and justice in hand. This is Lincoln.
Why does every joke have to be run into the ground? Do you know what I mean? Like, a good chunk of the movie now has just been this journalist guy going around interviewing these characters. Like, why does this need to be as long as it is?
We discovered that Juario here has a natural talent for camouflage.
Be careful with your loud laughter. You know Spike doesn't like the loud noises.
He's fine. Not me. Gemma, what colour is your gecko? He's like sort of yellowish brown colour.
I just love this. Like, here's Stu Warrior. He can disguise himself as all sorts of things, like a signpost, pebbles here, a car, a primary school.
Yep. But do you really think stealth and surprise are going to be enough to keep your enemies on their toes?
Oh yes, it's all about illusion.
A nappy.
For example, I'm not even in front of you.
Oh, very good. Well, we all know what goes on outside the government building. Let's see what goes on inside the government building. Ow! Sorry. This is Secretary of State Fearless. Tell me, Fearless.
Warrior is very, very good at hiding, folks. He can hide himself. He can hide his belongings. He can hide years and years of child sex abuse from all his friends and loved ones.
Entitled for you. Well,
But he can't hide his terrible crimes from God
And then claims them as his own.
No.
Does it?
or his own conscience.
No, but it sure does hurt a lot.
But behind every great man is a woman, and presumably behind her another man. But in the case of the nostalgia chick, that is not so.
Well, he is a maverick to say the least, but no
Oh, remember
matter what
Sarah
his decision
Palin?
might be, whatever we disagree on, I still
Sarah
stand right
Palin
by
was
him.
funny.
On what issues do you disagree with?
That's absolutely one thing you should do with any film you're making, be it a comedy or otherwise, is make sure it's full of the time political references, because then people 10 years after the movie's released, particularly young people, won't have a fucking clue what's going on, and that'll be good for them.
Policy experience with Nevada.
You've had foreign policy experience with Nevada.
You betcha.
In what
Isn't
way?
Linkara married? He wishes
Well, if
he
you
was
look
married.
right outside, Nevada's
Didn't,
right
I
over
assume he's married to a 7-foot tall woman with a giant
Indeed.
cock.
And where do you guys get your information on current events? Do you-
Judging by what we know about his preferences.
Which ones?
All of them? Ish.
Well, there's also talk that the nostalgia critic wants to push for more regulation and you want less. In which way has he wanted more that you haven't agreed with?
Oh, you know.
Actually, no, I don't.
Well, when I find an answer, I'll get it right back to you.
And finally, in the past, you've been known as a smart, edgy, young, opinionated woman, but recently you've been labeled an idiotic dumb ox who's trying to play naive and innocent in order to sneak into the president's seat. What's your opinion on that?
This world is full of cruel, cold-hearted people, and they don't maintain the same standard of niceness that I try to maintain. Am I not nice?
Yes, you are very nice.
So why would they say such a thing?
Probably the idiotic dumb ox part I just mentioned.
I would presume that it's because I'm a woman and prejudice is alive and well in this world.
But
Fucking Linkara is married to Jim Sterling's
Sure she is, and
girlfriend.
I'm the tooth fairy.
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for.
Imagine getting
An interview with
cucked
the
by
man
Jim
himself,
Sterling.
The man who made Kickassia
This
possible.
is my
President
wife's boyfriend
Nostalgia
in
Critic.
Jimquisition.
Greetings, Chris.
Mr. Critic, what are your plans now for this new glorious nation?
Well, first we plan on taking over the neighbors down the street. We've sent them pamphlets. Then we plan on taking over Nevada, America, and then the world.
Ah, and how do you plan on accomplishing this exactly?
A gentleman never tells, but I can give you a hint. It involves killing.
Indeed. But Mr. Critic, what about the fact that you keep the old president of this country alive and working for you?
Oh, that's not the president. That's Fritz von Baum, Minister of Keeping Things Orderly.
Can we skip some of this? Like, do you think we can skip forward?
Not at all, Chris.
Oh, and one more thing.
we
Mr.
skip the
Critic,
next
would you say
30
your
years?
diabolical plan is to take over the world?
Naturally.
Introduction to fractional shares.
I almost want
How
to watch the
invest for
commercial.
just £1.
Like,
This
it's just
video is going
something
to
else
explain
to
about
look at.
fractional
Like
shares
something that
and show you how
wasn't
this feature
shot by
enables you to
Doug
invest
Walker.
Small amounts with trading 212 in even the
Hey, look, guys,
largest
they're talking
frac
about
shares.
trading.
Let's go straight to the trading.
Perhaps we could learn
212
about
app.
how to
On the home
invest
screen,
our money.
We can see different lists of stocks.
Wow.
Tap on fractional
I'm
shares.
watching Spike.
Here you'll find a list of well-known stocks, many of which cost hundreds of
This is
dollars.
interesting.
For example, we have Amazon and Alphabet near the top,
Amazon's doing
both
well.
of which cost well in excess of $1,000. The trouble with such large prices is that buying even just a single share requires you to invest a substantial
Oh,
amount
he's not
of
wrong.
money
He's
in
not
one
wrong,
company.
folks.
If we buy one lone share of Amazon, for example, it will cost us more than £1,300. That's a fair chunk of change.
I haven't got that, I tell you. I
Wouldn't
haven't
it
got
be
that
nice
kind of
then
money, my
if
friends.
you could buy just a portion of a share instead? Well, that's what fractional shares is all about. With any of the shares listed in the fractional shares tab, you can
I'll
buy
be
less
honest.
than one share.
I don't
You
really
can
know what he's
even
talking
go
about.
as small as 0.001 of a share, provided you invest at least 10p. Let's give it a go by tapping on Tesla. We can see the share price is $404.05.
That's,
and if we click on buy,
is that Elon
we
Musk's
can now enter our number of
Oh,
shares.
is that? Yeah.
With
I
a
like him. I
typical
like that Elon
stockbroker,
Musk.
The minimum investment size would be one share. That would mean we couldn't invest any less than $404.05. But with Trading 212's fractional shares, we have much more flexibility. Let's put in 0.005. An indication of the amount we are investing appears beneath. In this case, £1.55. If we now click Review Order, we see a summary of the order details, and the final step is to click on Send Buy Order.
Alright, guys.
To
I
actually
think
put
enough
our
time has
fractional
passed.
No, it hasn't.
Well then, would you say your plan is to one day conquer the galaxy?
Eventually.
Oh, Mr. Critic, do you someday plan on being bigger than God?
That question you can definitely say yes.
Oh, I get it.
Say, Critic, do you get a lot of pussy with that outfit?
Of course.
There it is. Yeah,
This has
that
been
was the
Chris
joke.
Larios reporting from Kickassia.
Trying to get M. Bison to say, of course.
I gotta say, Critic, our financial situation isn't looking good. Of the money we have left, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to accomplish nearly what we had in mind.
Quiet! Can't you see I am watching Hogan's Heroes?
But Critic, this is important stuff. We
Silence! I have a new rule. Every day at 4 o'clock p.m. shall be Hogan's Heroes time. Everybody shuts up and watches Hogan's Heroes. All in favor say aye. Aye, motion passes, go away.
Fine. But don't come to me when... just don't come to me.
Excuse me.
That's Brad Jones saying anything to
With our financial situation.
I won't come to you for anything, Brad, particularly advice on
I just thought
ethics.
it'd be a good idea if we start charging for tourism, t-shirts, postcards and such.
Nah, that's stupid.
Oh, okay then.
Wait! I have an idea!
I kind of want to run and get a snack now. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if I can put up with any more of this. I'm like, should I just go and put the kettle on? Maybe grab myself something to eat.
Why do you let him take your ideas like that?
I don't know, because he's the president and stuff.
Well, wouldn't you like to know what that's like?
Spike's just claiming it my arm.
Yeah, sure.
Wouldn't you?
The plans for your rocket ship are in, sir.
Excellent! Do they have the little beer holders on the side?
Why have... I mean, I don't like Film Brain, and I don't wish to see him presented in any kind of positive light, or presented in any way that isn't him on fire, but... Why is he some weird, sycophantic, Smeagol-like goblin in this? Like, why is that? Why, when Doug was putting this together, did he think Film Brain should be like a sniveling? Yeah, Renfield is a good example. Yeah, there's some sniveling worm that's completely subservient
We
to me.
sit back and acknowledge the fact that we have our own nation.
Jacob is your gecko girl.
He's a boy, and so is the other one, which is why they have to be separate from each other. They can't play together.
Oh. Say, do you ever get tired of doing that voice?
Do you ever get tired of speaking?
Do you get tired of doing that voice? Look who's talking! Film brain, don't fucking act like that's how you really speak. Don't you ever get tired of doing that voice? Why does anyone watch my content?
He got a little bit, yeah.
Serious now, what's up?
These stupid finances. We've got no money because Nostalgia Dickless over there won't do anything.
I'm sure he's building up to
Like
something.
he won't do anything about
Like
yeah.
what?
I was gonna say, like, trying to throw all the fucking sexual harassment
But that's
at
what
me.
I mean. He does nothing. It's like the job of a president is to be removed from reality while everyone else does the work.
Yeah, imagine that.
If that was the case, why wouldn't you be in charge?
What?
I'm just saying, if you know you're more qualified, why couldn't you be president? Hey, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sure you both know what you're doing.
I'm just removing all the fucking bots in the chat.
Alright, men. You make wonderful agents as well as soldiers, but today we're going to teach you the element of
I'm quite
surprise.
flattered that bots have shown up in the chat, to be honest. It's like, this stream is worth, planting our sex robots in.
Pretty well. I was just teaching
They
you
should really be
the
hassling
element of
Linkara
surprise.
rather than me.
Have you punched them yet?
After lunch. Hey, Linkara, what's that on your leg?
Let's see how else I can get that point.
Oh, it's my girlfriend's massive cock.
For 20 tons of dynamite.
Who signed for it?
The Nostalgia Critic.
What's he doing getting dynamite?
I don't know, but it
Hopefully they'll come. They won't come back.
to tell somebody about this.
You mean like the Nostalgia Critic?
No!
So we're going to take a break here, guys, because I need a minute to,
Not want to die.
yeah, basically I need a minute to recharge. I'm going to have some sugar, try to recharge my brain so I can actually commentate instead of staring mouth agape, longing for someone to put a gun in my gaping mouth. So I'm going to take a few minutes. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I mean, you can go somewhere if you want. No one's going to stop you. That's doing my nothing. I'm going to refresh, see if my thing changes. It probably will still say one watching. There we go. You can watch Mauler instead, guys. Look at that. Yeah, just watch that. Alright, I'll be right back. Imagine Doug coming into your home, yelling out unfunny dialogue on your couch constantly while blasting the national anthem of Nazi Germany. I have had vivid fucking cold sweat nightmares with that exact same energy. Look at that. I can look at the comments while they're happening. Woo! It's fucking chaos. Look at that.
Turn on the camera and show the gecko.
We haven't got a camera, unfortunately. We haven't got a webcam at the moment. But if we did, we would do that. But we don't.
What I will do is, if you are on Twitter, I will post up a picture of him on Twitter. If you want to go look at that whilst we're away. Can you turn on the light?
Yeah, you're the one who turned it off.
I need to plug in my phone.
Right, where is it?
I'm talking about the big light.
Right, well, I'll do that when I get food.
I'll do it then. Ow. Why do you hate Film Brain? For many reasons.
Mostly because he's fucking insufferable.
Yeah.
At Argos, treat yourself this payday.
Put a bit of music
Save
on
up to
and go get some
£100
food.
on these
I'll be
Dyson
back
cordless
within
ones.
3 minutes. I imagine. Might be a bit longer. Right, Gemma, shall I leave the mic on for you so you can talk while I'm out?
Sure.
Okay. I'll be right back, guys.
I'm still here. I'm just going to take a little short video of Spike. I'm still here, guys. Alright, Spy, can you go back in your little... there you go. Hello. Have you ever seen Pi?
Guys, the unthinkable has happened. We are out of booze.
No.
Hang on, there's a slither of wine left.
That is mine.
I'm not certain that it is. Like...
we can share it. So have I seen Pi? I haven't seen Pi actually. Isn't Film Brain kind of harmless? Were you watching the film? I'm going to put on. I'm just going to post up this this very nice video of Spike on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, you can see him. Gemma, you're very quick to claim that wine. I'm impressed. Yeah, you should have saved the best, Gemma. I don't have any. I'm gonna go feed my gecko and get a sandwich or some shit. Yeah, I put Spike back in his cage because I think he was playing on my hand enough. What's their Twitter? My Twitter handle is SelenaBot, so you'll see it come up on Twitter. I posted a little video of him. We've got a little bit of wine left after the couple of drinks we've had. We're not super, like, hopefully we won't be super sober. Hey, forgive my ignorance, but why are you ripping on Doug Walker so much? Do you feel uneasy on or something? No, he's just, Is there any way that I can actually just, like, port these things? Yeah, no worries, I'm sorting out the bots. Yeah, I'm blocking them. I can't. Yeah, wait, I can only block them for 300 seconds, but I've reported them.
Selena bots.
I get it, because that's my name on Twitter.
Have we got any pets in there?
A little tiny bit there left.
I need to let her wake me up. Wake me up inside.
Can't wake up. Who's the worst troll you've dealt with?
Who knows?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't really give a shit about trolls.
Nah. Bots are annoying for the chat,
Yeah,
granted, so...
I get called a troll way too much to be upset by other people with that name. Let's watch the movie, let's go.
Alright, Gemma, can we send fan art to your Twitter? Yes, you can send me fan arts. I'm happy to receive them. Spec video is up, he is cute. Yes, it's up.
Alright.
Can we go back to playing video games? I want to!
We were gonna, well, we put up an option, didn't we? We were like, we could play, we could play Shadow Man again, because we've just had to start a temple on that, which could be fun to play together. Or we could stream Kickassia, and you know, Twitter being Twitter, voted for Kickassia. So let's go.
Who signed for it?
Didn't we just have an advert?
The nostalgia.
Writing's not
Nostalgia.
The nostalgia.
This sentence is
Yeah,
grammatic-
literally, if anyone is spamming in the chat, I will be very, like,
making
you
it feel
will
like
get
they
put
have nothing to worry
into timeout.
Indeed. You gonna drink your tea there?
Oh, yes, of course.
So I think I don't know if I know Bean Daddy's on it, and if Shadow White's still in the chat, he'll be on it as well.
Yeah, we do have some admins in the chat.
Oh, it's just an herbal fusion.
Yeah.
So we should be fine.
Drink your tea, honey.
Oh, of course.
Hey, Critic, there's something you ought to...
Later.
Remember, it's a one warning for spamming, and then if you don't
Cream
stop
just makes your
spamming,
penis smaller
you
now.
will
Drink your
put time out.
Yeah, but
Oh, do we have rules?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You know what they put in that
Because I'm
cream? They put
also
all sorts
modeling
of
here as
hormones
well.
and antibiotics in it.
Yeah, but that just makes me like it more. It's just cream makes a
Jacob,
big
will you
difference
read
for me.
Happy Happy? We've already tried to read it and it failed.
Face it, Jacob, your own fans hate you. It's true, you know. But I'd rather have them hate me than them be disappointed in me, which is how my parents feel about me. So, you know, it's an entirely
Here's your tea.
Oh, thank you so much.
it's an entirely separate issue. I'm not sure why I brought that up.
Yeah, we tried reading Happy Happy multiple occasions and it didn't work.
It just isn't funny, and it goes on for fucking ever. Just like this movie.
You betcha.
I gotta
Oh
tell you,
yeah,
I'm so
nostalgia
lucky to have
chick
a
still
vice
acting
president
like
you.
Sarah
You know, not
Palin.
every
That's
vice
funny.
president would get their president tea. You know what I mean?
Spammers and
there's
bots,
just some
you're
people that
famous,
can help you out in
Michael.
a real tight spot. I mean, a real tight spot. I mean, some people out there just don't get
Who's
how...
Shadow White? If it's not someone from the cast, don't tell me. Oh, he's just you have someone from the cast.
He said don't tell him.
I was already reading it.
Oh, she's gonna murder the president. Sarah Palin.
She's so quirky.
Boy, it's so great to be back here in this crowded, cramped hotel room again. I wonder if it's still impossible for me to stretch my arms. I can't! Happy
You know that
birthday
they
to me.
all had sex after this, right? They all had like the most foul-smelling orgy of all time when the cameras like turned off. And maybe the cameras were left on.
Now what exactly
maybe,
is going on
maybe
here?
somewhere the Kickassia sex
Shit's
tape
going down,
exists.
snob. Tell him about it, Lee.
No.
But G-Wario wasn't involved.
Have you ever felt the motion of water
'Cause, you
pour
know,
down
everyone
your
there was
three-dimensional organs?
legal.
I have, and it is.
That joke's not going to get old. Just like Justin Carmichael.
Alright,
Hey Gemma, speaking of things that go on way too long and aren't good, what are your when are you going to read Lucas? Probably on another live stream, probably.
We don't know what it means.
While I'm
but it
doing
can't
like
be
a game or something.
So what? You really think he's gonna use it against us?
Who knows? He might be planning to blow us all up.
He's mad, I tell you! Mad! Mad! Okay, I'm good.
Look, the Nostalgia Critic may be a little nutty, but he's not nuts.
You look me in the eye and tell me he's not stupid enough to do something that crazy.
Why do I feel like Jacob just admitted to an orgy?
Okay, you have a point, but couldn't the signature have been
Yeah, why do you?
replicated?
Sorry, talking about mouthful. That's gross. Why do you feel that way? Like, I don't feel like I said anything that would suggest that.
How many of you
go
have been
away,
listening to
Leela.
that Ba guy recently? Yeah, gets around, doesn't he? Those with brains usually have power over the brainless. Look, I'll have a talk with the critic to see if any of this is true.
What if he suspects us going behind his back?
He won't suspect us, I'll put it very delicately. Everybody thinks you're nuts.
Sex tape featuring Doug Walker is the most cursed thing imaginable.
I think that Ba guy is spreading lies about you.
I knew I shouldn't have kept that Ba guy around. Blame Phaelus, it was his idea. Now everybody thinks I'm nuts.
Nah, they just get paranoid. That always happens when big changes happen.
I suppose you're right. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll win
that's
their
me.
confidence back soon
Gemma.
enough.
There's even a rumor
Gamma,
going around that you
Ray,
bought
speed of
20
light.
tons of
Get
dynamite
it?
for yourself.
I didn't.
We've probably made this
That
joke
part
already,
was
but
true.
since there's nothing else to talk about, I really do like
Oh,
how this
yeah.
film
The
is
whole
about
place
all
is
of the
wired.
content creators basically rebelling against Doug
see,
because he's
I
awful
thought
when
it
he's
was
put in a
good for
position of
long
authority.
And now that I got it, I'm not gonna let anyone take it away from me.
It's really funny. Actually.
Discovered that the world is filled with nasty wasties.
Imagine how this
And a lot of
room
those nasty
smells like. I
wasties
don't
want
want
what
it.
I got. So,
That's why I said they had the
any of them trying
smelliest
to
orgy
take away
imaginable
what I have,
afterwards.
I'm not
Proper
afraid to go
like
down with the ship.
the stench of an anime convention.
That's just if one of those nasty
Like an
wasties
anime
shows
convention
up,
mixed with the smell of
or if
butt
someone
lube.
in this beloved nation of mine is a nasty wasty. What do you say, Cinema Snob?
Not even real butt lube. Like the orgy was impromptu. They didn't plan it, so they just grabbed some like I've committed to this joke now, and it's really gross.
I'm glad we had
Some
this
like
talk.
Johnson's baby oil.
Take
There you
care.
go. Just visualize that.
You too.
Think of the smell. Like, comment, subscribe.
I do enjoy our little chats.
We're gonna have some words.
Yeah, Gemma looks like she's gonna push me out of
We
a
gotta
fucking
act,
window.
we gotta act fast.
I say we castrate him with a fork, tie him to a cactus, then play piñata with his entrails. What? You were just so fast to say that.
Just passionate, that's all.
I like it. Well, maybe we could play really bad music. That'll get him out of the government house.
What kind of music would you pick?
Michael Bolton.
No one should be subjected to that.
I like it.
How about a legion of spiders?
No,
Yeah, we know you
seriously,
like it,
who
G
keeps letting
Wario.
him in?
Everybody hates the plan about spiders.
Why does everybody hate the plan about spiders?
I like it.
Shouting.
Look, I'm the one who brought it up to him. I'll be the one who takes him down. Trust
No, you
me,
won't,
by
Brad.
the end of the week,
Don't
the
lie.
Nostalgia Critic won't be the king of Kickassia anymore.
And they were talking about killing you, and they were talking about different ways of killing you, and the cinema snob was like, it's my plan, so I'll kill him. So I ran back here as fast as I could, but they saw me, so
I want sharp objects to
broke in,
fly
and
into
he
that
killed
man's
them all
face.
with
Yeah.
heat vision, and then he took
I,
me out
have
to
you
a
ever
where we saw
seen
one
anyone
with
more
Green Lantern
punchable
on the
than
rest of the
Film
Justice
Break?
League? And then we went out to a bar.
Like, there are
and we were
actual
just
sex
about
offenders
to
in this
shit
movie,
faced,
and I want to
and
hit
I
them
hailed
less
a
than him.
cab, and I got back here.
Like, someone in the chat was like, "Oh, well, what do you have to go to Film Break for? He's harmless." I'm like, "Yeah,
I kinda got carried away
but
with
look at the
some
state
but
of
the
it."
first off is really true.
And I guess we
There's
have
all
no
those moments
choice.
when you just become
You'll have to give
pro-bullying.
Cinema Snob a trial. Bring him to me.
Bullying is brilliant.
Alright, guys. I've got a lot of things I need to do. This better be... Well, that's confusing.
What is that? English?
Could you imagine what the hotel staff must have been like? Because you know these guys were acting all kind of high and mighty, like, yeah, we're Channel Awesome. It's no big deal. We're just gonna be doing a movie in your hotel. Must be pretty big honor for you guys, huh?
All opposed? Nay. Too bad I'm in charge. Guilty. Cinema Snob, do you have anything to say before I sentence you to your sentence?
Oh, I got something to say.
Well, make it quick. I don't want to miss Gilligan.
When I helped build Kickassia, I had a dream of freedom, justice, and honor. But now I see it's been shadowed by the dumbass cockface that sits across from me. You really know how to put the dick in dictatorship.
You're out of order, Cinema Snob.
You're out of order, they're out of order, the whole system is out of order.
Oh yeah, does everyone remember the movie like A Few
That's
Good
my
Men?
point.
I know it's your point. It's just that when you say that I'm out of order and the system's out of order, it's kind of redundant.
What I'm trying to get across is fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Won't somebody think of the children?
Oh my god. 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 Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to play that again.
But now I see it's been shadowed by the dumbass that sits across from me. The system, that's my point.
I know it's your point. It's just that when you say that I'm out of order and the system's out of order, it's kind of redundant.
What I'm trying to get across is fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Won't somebody think of the children?
Oh my god.
That's gotta sting, right? Like,
Oh my god.
knowing that you wrote that line for Justin fucking Carmichael, that's gotta sting. Look at him. Look at those assholes. Look at him. They knew. They all knew.
They all knew.
They knew everything.
I bet that's why no one left.
we're just like headcanoning just headcanoning these people's lives now.
It's just the whole chat's just going, oh god.
It's like, do we even need to make jokes? Like, we don't even need to make fun of that. Like, it's just beautiful.
Come on. Nobody has any ideas?
Well, I guess I
Vivi,
Right!
that
I
guy
have an
was
idea.
a pedophile.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What
the guy's
is
a paedophile and he killed himself.
Uh-huh.
The idea that I have right now requires
cinema snob.
there's a cinema snob to enter the realm of everlasting
Being
being banished for forever. You are to be banished
Do you worry? I think about the children.
good,
so
I'll
you
pack
don't
a
have
lunch.
to.
May your honor be stricken forever. May your name always be
Vivi,
associated
over.
with douchebaggery. And may you walk
I'm sorry.
until
I'm really
you
sorry
walk
that you
no
had to find
more.
out this way.
Go and never return.
Okay, I'm gonna catch a cab. If anyone needs me, I'll be at the hotel down the street.
Go! Venture into the great unknown. Who knows what undiscovered terrors await
Oh, that's why
you?
Brad lost his hair.
I've got my cell phone. Go! May the harshness of
It's a
this
documentary.
world have no mercy on your soul.
I'm surprised they haven't done a they haven't like George Lucas this film and like digitally removed you from it.
I know.
You're gonna horsing around without the horse? No, the show's just called Around.
Return!
This is the person who asked him, like, oh my god. What did you Wario do? He was a pedophile. That's what
He
he
was a
did.
nonce, that's why we all like would. That's why we all thought it was the funniest thing in the world when he supported someone thinking the children.
Kickassia, I admit, is a film I was very excited for when I was younger. Couldn't pay me to watch the Boldly Played. Oh, we watched the Boldly Played.
I don't fucking remember we fell asleep halfway through, so we were absolutely hammered off of gin.
Yeah, I think we drank what was the
Is this nearly
gin.
over? How's there half an hour left?
Apparently there is. Just yeah, like God wishes it was George Lucas. Yes,
for me to get
because
some more
film brain is
shut
the key to all this.
By George Lucas, do you mean Joseph Stalin?
This play.
Jacob, what did you Wario do?
It's my
I've
room,
already
but
said.
Not
Tired of answering that question.
Yeah,
my old
Fucking
review.
sex offender.
sex offender, and he killed himself
Just like it all.
because he was a sex offender.
Hello, I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember it, so you don't have to.
Remember this guy's the nostalgia critic, guys?
It's all just as I remember it.
No, I'd forgotten. His acting is so good.
Who
It's
did
I'd
this?
watched him completely
What happened to my
transform
room?
into someone else.
Where's my bed? Where are my things?
I thought you would like it this way.
My tea.
It's alright, Walter. I just
Yes.
said it a couple times
It
in
is
the
I,
chat, so I was like,
Marty.
so I was kind of like,
From
going,
Captain Planet.
You did
oh, I know
this?
who you are.
But why?
To remind you of who you are. And to bring you a warning.
A word of warning. What?
The warning is... Stop being a douchebag! It's totally gonna backfire.
Damn it, Mati, I don't have time for this.
Why did you get rid of Cinema Snob, Critic?
Damn it, Mati, it had to be done.
Is it your destiny to not only be the first, but the worst?
Damn it, Mati, sacrifices have to be made.
But at what cost? Are you willing to let down the people that got you here? Your friends? Your allies?
Damn it, Mati! The president has no friends.
He did once, when he was loyal and strong, and not an ass muncher. Remember your roots, Critic. Remember your roots!
Damn it, Mati! My roots are here, in Kickassia!
Guys, I don't think I can take any more of this. Genuinely, like, I think I'm gonna have to puss out. Like, I don't think I can sit through another half an hour.
You're a fool, Critic. A damn fool! You can't change your destiny. You can only choose to meet it. And you will fail.
Shit! Cinema Snob is gone now. What do we do?
I suggest an attack. A full frontal assault by all of us. I'll orchestrate it myself.
Damn it, man! He'll have plenty of time to
What's
set off the
amazing?
detonator. He'll kill us all. I can do this, John.
This is the shortest one.
Mm-hmm.
But they get longer.
Yep, they get longer than this.
Like, that's the thing. Like, they get... Each film is long. Each Nostalgia Critic movie is somehow longer than the last. Like, the second one's over 2 hours. And it's like... How did they... Like, there's no story. Like, look how much is left. And it's just them dicking about in a hotel room and some dude's house. For 90 fucking minutes.
I've seen Patton over 100 times. No, please? No, it's too risky. Desperate times call for desperate measures. There is only one logical option.
No, you're not seriously suggesting.
He wouldn't suspect us all if just you go in.
No! You're crazy! You're all crazy!
Come on, quit being a poo stabber and just do it.
No! I won't be able to!
Give in to the madness, Spoonie. Deep down inside, you know who you truly are.
No,
You seen the AVGN movie? Yes, that's a good movie.
Yeah, I like it.
I was
It's,
before, but...
you know, it's not good in terms of, like, it's obviously the story's stupid and, like, it isn't that well paced, but it does exactly what I wanted from, like, a feature-length Cinemassacre movie. It has all the, you know, idiotic, like, miniature effects and, like, references to,
Once he's unleashed,
like, his, you know, things he's interested in, monsters and...
Sometimes the best way to deal with a
I liked it.
madman is to send in another madman. That's a stupid plan! Exactly! A stupid plan for a stupid man. Are you high?
all right. I'll give in to the madness.
Didn't we have a whole sequence earlier of him, like, dressed as a scientist and everything? So it's like, why... Like, not only is this film not consistent with the logic of, like, Spoonie's videos and the whole Dr. Insano character, but this film isn't even consistent with its own logic.
Apparently, Spoonie ate food from the homeowner's home without asking. Well, probably, I'm gonna assume it's because Doug didn't feed them. I remember the episode where Dr. Insano came in. I think it was an episode of Final Fantasy.
It is Final Fantasy, because it was just a throwaway joke about how everyone celebrates this, like, woman becoming a leader, and she's, like, outwardly threatening to kill them and purge the world and stuff, and all the audience are cheering.
Yes.
So it's like, so then it goes like, President, it's like a landslide victory for the Democrats. Dr. Insano is now the new president. I'm like, yeah, that's quite a funny joke, but it was definitely run into the ground.
This is ridiculous. We have no strategy for this. Plus, he's my arch enemy. It's just annoying.
No, they're right. You know, we gotta fight madness with madness. And it's the craziest we got. Are you ready there, Gum?
I was born ready.
Spoonie's the only good part of this movie. Yes, he is. That and Thalos.
Who's that?
Oh, hey, you gave into the madness. That's awesome.
Miserable Cockosaurus! Sorry, Critic, but your reign of terror...
This has got to be the one. This has got to be the fight where Spoonie rips Nostalgia Critic's cape and they don't talk for the rest of the shoot.
Yeah.
This must have been where it happened. Fucking children.
Well, you got it. Ow!
Thank you, Agent Paradox, for reporting the bots as well. After you report them, they'll go away.
I'm trying to pinpoint the moment like the friendship is ruined, and he rips Doug Walker's cape.
Are those Dr. Horrible goggles? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because I think Spoonie was a fan of Dr. Horrible because I'm pretty sure I've seen him wear a shirt that said something like a Dr. Horrible shirt at one point in the video. God, Dr. Horrible's a great web series. Much better than this.
Loud is funny.
I think the Nostalgia Chick wanted to do that to him.
Speeding up the footage, comedy gold.
Yep.
Eagle One, this is Test Monkey 2. The NC is down. Repeat, the NC is down.
Good work, Test Monkey. Return to base after you destroy the body.
Not so fast, Eagle One. I have a few requests before I dispose of the body.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, I want Kickassia.
That wasn't part of the deal.
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
Remember Star Wars?
You didn't pray hard enough.
Yep.
Remember, guys, if you want to be funny, all you have to do is make a reference to something. It doesn't have to be clever or witty or have anything to do with what's happening in the story. Just make a reference to a thing and people will applaud and laugh because, hey, a person from a film I like said that.
When you hear, when you see these people like Fearless, like Trading, like people that were actually giving reviews, when they made references, they were funny. And then they're reading dumb stuff, and it's so on the nose and fucking stupid.
It levitates bullet trains from Tokyo to Osaka. It will levitate my rocket share once it finally arrives. And it also levitates me.
You do realize you're just standing on your tippy toes, don't you? Your superconductor electromagnetism is nothing compared
Star
to
Wars
science.
Revenge of the Sith was only 5 years old at this point.
But I'm science here.
Is it pathetic
What's
that I
the
think...
joke? Like, they're shooting lightning out of their hands? Like, is that funny? Why is that funny? Like, what's... Is it because it's like Star Wars?
Your knowledge of this country shall be great.
What's a palette?
Palette?
Knock, knock.
Who's there? John! Surrender! No! Alright, I just thought I'd give it a shot.
Wait, don't tell him!
Why not?
Well, technically, it's still Spoonie in there.
I think I still want to kill him.
Oh, God!
Wait, it's not his fault!
What?
Well, maybe somebody put him up to it.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. He's just French. They just talk. Go ahead and kill him.
I don't want to die!
Is someone conspiring against me?
What gave you that idea?
When he says somebody's conspiring against me.
I didn't say that.
I still have so much more science to do!
know what he's
Gemma's
talking
cough
about.
is funnier than
But if
this.
you hold in the dark,
Thank you.
no! Then what's going on?
I want my mommy. Nothing. I assure you, nothing is wrong.
You're a part of this.
How much is left?
Me or him?
Neither.
Yes.
21 minutes.
Yes.
You are against me.
Can I hope that at least 10 of those minutes
You're just
are the
paranoid,
credits?
Critic.
Who else is in on it?
Help me, Jesus Christ! We're all your friends, Critic.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you? Help me! Santa Christ!
Santa Christ! Santa Christ!
Oh!
Well, gee, that's sad. You just killed Santa Christ.
You all saw it. He came at me with a chainsaw.
Alright, so your average
heard
black guy is
gunshots.
being
Did it
put
come
in
from a
timeout.
gun?
Just spammers, idiot spammers tonight. It's a shame, really. But like I say, it's like, well, it's not worth getting bent out of shape about. You know, that happens sometimes. People turn up and they want to spam.
Combination of Christmas icons is dead.
It's fine. It's just it's difficult for other people to post things in the chat that we'll read. Oh God! I know what this part is. I saw it. Somebody else did a video about this. Fucking Guru Larry has a cameo here.
This is a sad day for Handsome Tom.
This ain't been Mickey.
At least he died a good
Is that James Rolfe? No, it's Rob.
And three-dimensionally.
Hey guys, what I missed? Santa Claus! No!
You should have been holding an Uzi.
Wait a minute. Isn't Santa Christ made out of the hopes and dreams of people everywhere? Maybe, just maybe, if we wish hard enough,
Like,
we can bring him back to life.
what does this have to do with anything?
No, Critic, no, that's crazy talk.
But do you dare try? Do you dare try?
Like, what? Like, I understand it's just a joke, but like, what does this have to do with the plot?
To believe. We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ.
Like, do they actually think this is funny?
We believe in Santa Christ. We believe.
Like, do you think they looked at the dailies and went, God, that's funny. People are really going to laugh when they see
People out
this.
there, everyone who ever cared about a treasured icon. We believe in Santa Christ.
Why are you looking at the fucking camera, Doug?
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
We believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
It's just so weird seeing Guru fucking Larry pop up.
I believe in Santa Christ.
Like, get out of here and go and,
this
you
is
know,
Doug again.
go and be in everyone's comment section.
I believe in. Wait, you want me to say what?
I believe in Santa Christ.
Santa Christ を信じている。
I believe in Santa Christ.
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 Most of these people look like school shooters.
All the people
They do.
watching at home, come on, say it with us now. We believe in Santa Christ. We
No.
believe in Santa Christ. That's it. We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ.
Nope, that did nothing. Toss him.
Told you it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work because you're a douche face.
Damn it! We have to think of something and think of something fast!
I don't know. I still think Dr. Insano might work.
I feel like a puppy that's been raped by a bulldozer.
No more Mr. Insano. We have to think of something else.
I think our last option after our last option is Linkara.
Yeah, you might have a point.
No one's last option is Linkara.
Why don't you
I think
try
like
out
death
some
is always an
of
option
the
before
predictable
Linkara.
jumbo?
Mind you, didn't somebody say somebody married Linkara? So like,
I know we've had
That's
our
something.
differences in the past.
We have?
Yes, I don't like you very much.
Oh.
But your love of destruction mixed with my love of planning destruction might
Like, so
serve
that,
us
I mean,
well.
that must have been their last option,
So
right?
you'll do it?
They must have
It's my
exhausted
job to do it.
their opportunities with every other male on the planet.
Alright, troops,
Fucking
here's how it's gonna work.
Ted
We're gonna
Bundy.
hit 'em during the day. We're gonna hit 'em like crap through a goose. Now then, the reason why we're hitting during the day is because it'll be less likely that it'll have the detonator on them, especially when we let them have it.
Let him have what?
It's like, here comes the Lightbringer.
That's a game of Risk.
Yes, and it's also going to serve as our
Yeah, we've had
battle plan.
spammers, we've had a
Now then,
sex bot, and we had
just
someone who
assume
was
that Northern
spamming child
Europe here is
bullying.
a government house, and Greenland is the backyard.
I think they were just memeing. I don't think we need to be babies about it.
Tom and Ape and Mickey will travel in through the back. Then Monty will come in through Messina.
Wait, you can't travel that way. The countries have to be connected.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. See those dotted lines? They connect.
They do?
Well, I thought so.
I thought you needed dice for this.
Do you?
I don't know.
How do you play this game anyway?
Well, guys, glad you asked. You got your...
James, look, if you just turn around and walk away now, we'll pretend we haven't seen you. The whole stream will go back to just fucking pretending you weren't there. Okay, you can leave now, James, and we can all forget we saw you.
Deck of 56 risk cards, 3 red dice, 2 white dice, 6 sets of colored armies, and of course your game board, because every board game has a game board. The first step is to claim all the territories. Each player rolls 1 die. Whoever rolls the highest number gets to place one of their armies on the territory of their choice. After all territories are claimed, gameplay begins. At the beginning of every turn, count the number of territories you already own, then divide the total by 3, then add that number of armies. You can also get armies by trading in certain combinations of cards.
To be fair, I don't think James was really in this. He's just like doing his board game stuff.
Territory which is attacking. The winner is the first greedy bastard to take over the whole world. And that's all there is to it.
Hey, that's good to know. Thanks, Board James.
Well, thank you for the obligatory cameo.
Anyway, who's...
He looks thrilled to be there, doesn't he?
Turn
I know.
I think Paul had the dice last.
Let's do this.
Hey, wait a minute! What are we doing playing a game? We're planning a strategy!
They should have
This
just...
game is so much more fun, though.
They should have just sent Mr. Bucket after this failed critic. He would have straightened the cocksucker out in 5 minutes.
Mr. Bucket.
I put my balls in your mouth.
Mr. Bucket.
Just rapes him.
Who is it?
Speaking of rapists, there's Justin Carmichael.
How do they know it's really you?
I wouldn't want you to know it's me, so I wouldn't admit it was me.
Confusing enough.
God, get off the screen, you snivelling wretched
What are you doing here,
turd.
bitch snitch?
I want to help you take down the critic. That is, if you'll still have me.
No.
Yeah? How do we know you're not going to double cross us?
Because
He's gonna cry.
Because the nostalgia grid killed Santa
There. There.
So you're saying you want vengeance for Santa Christ?
That guy should have been subjected to
Then we're all on the same
castrato.
page now. Now, we've just decided that Lincaro's gonna plan the attack. And you just missed a humorous cameo from Board James. We're just about to talk about how we're gonna bring down the Empire.
Good. Very, very good.
Good. Everybody set? All right, then. Now listen carefully. We've only got a few days to plan this out, so let's get it right.
Just realised that because Linkara has a Federation uniform on, that makes this technically Star Trek, and this is better than Star Trek Picard.
It is better than Star Trek Picard. Better than Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
And Star Trek Discovery's got Jason Isaacs in it.
All right, men. Let's take them down.
How is Is that not the... Oh my god. Okay, it's just a couple of minutes though, isn't it, now? It's like... How have only 10 minutes passed since we last checked the clock?
From school, are we?
Well, when we say Picard, Star Trek Picard, not Picard as a
Yeah,
human.
we mean the character. We don't mean the character. We mean the show, the crappy Amazon show.
Yeah, not Picard as in John Picard.
Excellent shot, Mr. Joe. Except for the fact that you missed. Fire again!
We were saying about Enterprise and Voyager, how they've become like the Star Wars prequels of Star Trek. We now like look back on them fondly, like it was crap, but at least it was recognizable as Star Trek.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, like literally the Board James cameo was just him doing Board James, but with like him saying thank you for a disciplined cameo.
Yeah.
He was just talking about Risk.
Yeah, it's just him explaining how to play Risk.
He was like, I'm not interacting with any of you.
Do I have to start paying you so I can cut your
wages? I know that Justin Carmichael's in the anti-video game nerd movie, but James wouldn't have known.
We do. Some of them knew. That's since come out.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that James.
Get him, Barry.
James wouldn't have let.
No, James. Well, James didn't know. A lot of people. It was only the people who were kind of like Mike Michaud and like
people that worked for Channel also.
the people sort of in the positions of quote unquote power.
Yeah.
On Channel also.
Which James was not. James has got his own channel.
Yeah. What's the deal with this fucking character?
I don't know. I don't know who he is.
Like his body language and like movements and facial expressions are so fucking awkward. It honestly feels this is just gonna sound really mean, but this guy in the couple of like fight scenes he's had just feels like they. Oh, this is so mean. Like, you know, in school when there's the retarded kid and everyone like tries to be really nice to them, and it's like, oh, we're gonna do something nice for the retarded kid, and like, it's like they took the retarded kid and tried to make him seem cool, but his like face and body language is so fucking unnatural and weird.
Tell me how these feel. Who would have thought a dictatorship would be so one-sided? Faithless.
If James knew you would have dedicated the AVGN movie to him, yeah, he would have done that.
E2, film break.
Sorry, Critic, but you shot one Santa Christ too many.
Oh, you're such a twerp.
You're a twerp!
So, you've all been plotting against
His gimmick is that he was a
I really
reviewer that
expected
did all his
Kickassia to
skits
kick a
and
little
still
more ass than
frames.
this.
I figured that out from context because like that's all
You have
they were doing.
indeed been hanging out with the wrong crowd, Critic.
Cinema snob. How dare you return from your banishment dump?
That was the old order. This is the new order.
New order?
Yes, one that's been coming to you for a long time.
Reminder that
What'd
I
you
very
got
much
there,
appreciate
say
you doing
no?
this,
Yeah, I got
Jacob
better.
and Gemma. Thank you.
The age
You're
of
welcome.
Kickassia has come to an end.
Sorry, it'll be over
A
soon.
new age
Yeah.
lies before us.
An age without you. It's okay, we got him. His body is spread out over. Oh.
You've had your fun running this country, Critic. Well, now it's our turn. And the first rule of order, a move for a medieval ass-kicking of our old president. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Have fun, everybody. Wait!
Now stab him to death like Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
Really? What is it?
The idea involves,
You.
me,
Getting.
Your
ass kicked.
My ass kicked! Me getting my ass kicked! No, wait.
Too late.
Hold it!
What do you want?
Oh, nothing. Just wanted to make my cameo. Bye.
Oh, 'cause- 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 '
you think that, like, if fun...
I think he's into that.
Do you think that if funny people watched this, they would become less funny? Like,
Me too, Spoonie.
like, do you think you would absorb the lack of humour and become less funny?
The evil critic is defeated!
Like, if we were to sit a bunch of comedians down at gunpoint and make them watch this, that their stand-up would suffer?
I mean, we've certainly suffered.
Yeah.
We're not going to be nearly as funny after this.
Well done, everyone. Well done. Now, seeing as though I am next in line for the presidency, it's only fitting that I should wear the crown. You'll refer to me as Madam President from now on.
Wait a minute, this whole cutesy, naive thing was all just an act?
Yep.
You're not really that nice?
Nope.
You're really not that stupid?
But what I can
No, we established this earlier in the movie.
I am the new
It was very, very early on when I was still paying attention.
There are going to be some new rules around here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Spoonie knew it was just an act when you
But
did
it was
what
my
you did, you
insight
bitch.
that overthrew this government. So I think that it should be I taking over as acting president.
Bad news, I'm afraid. Since I was the one who orchestrated this operation, it is obviously I who should be
Hey,
president.
it's Light Car doing his Lightbringer voice.
I did not put on this folksy crap for
Oh,
free.
no, you don't, young lady. That is mine. Santa Christ, Santa Christ, we all love Santa Christ.
Santa Christ?
27 minutes have passed since I checked last time. Why is it... Like, how does any film drag on like this?
Santa Christ! It's so good to see you!
Hey, wait a minute. Why did it take you 3 days to come back? Why couldn't you just do it right away?
I mean, I feel like someone's just pouring wasps directly onto my eardrums every time he speaks.
Have you ever risen from the grave?
Guess not.
Well then, I guess you don't have any sort of frame of reference now, do you?
Shut up.
That's okay. Here, have a fellow.
Oh my god, I love this game!
I know! Listen, this task wasn't any of yours to take, now was it? Aren't you happy with your online shows? Aren't you glad that people actually give a crap about what you have to say?
I don't give a crap. I haven't been listening for some time.
What do you say we get back to that nice Mr. Baugh fellow? It was his place originally, after all.
You know, he's right. Let's give Mr. Baugh's land back.
Yeah, you said it, Alex.
Freedom! Wondrous freedom! Shine and bask in the glory of your new world!
Die of fire, I think too.
No, you don't! Need I remind you that there are 20 tons of dynamite under this nation?
Joke's on you,
Nice.
moron. I disconnected the dynamite after I left. You push that thing and nothing happens.
I don't believe you! I push this button and we all get blown sky high! Very well. For the honor and honor of Kickassia! Kaboom!
Hello. Because my team can't run a nation, because I can't run a nation, we've decided to give the nation back to you. So you can own Molossia again.
But it was never mine to begin with.
Oh, Christ. All right, when you see the president, when he shows up, can you tell him that Molossia is his again?
I will relay the message.
Yeah, you do that, you twat. The fuck did I want this place anyway? Goddamn waste of time.
And so, all are departed away. The great shroud of the desert rolls over the nation. Good night, you princes of mayhem, you warriors of virtue. The beauty of the world, the paragon of warriors. Now is the winter of their discontent. Did they not learn that it was theirs to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune? Did they not discover that diamonds are forever, but tomorrow never dies? Did they not recall the old Klingon proverb that revenge is a dish best served cold? Did they not learn as conquerors once before?
That's not a joke, Doug. You just repeating things from other famous things isn't a joke.
That all is fair in love and war.
No.
To boldly politically win.
That's where I recognise that 16-bit music from. It's from the Batman Returns game. It's one of the boss themes in the game, playing earlier on in the film. So that was one of the most frustratingly awful films I've ever watched. So let's talk about it, I guess.
We have to.
So when's the Suburban Nights Dream? Give me at least a week, like fucking bare minimum, maybe
year?
a fortnight.
A year. A year.
I need some time to like mentally prepare for a longer version of that.
I need to get Spike out again when that happens.
Yeah, so this was tragic, to be honest. This is amongst the worst films I've ever seen. The best thing about it are these drawings, to be honest. They're very nice.
So Doug's joke in all these movies is that he's an insane monster of a boss and everyone hates working for him. Huh. Now we know.
Fedora tipping intensifies. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's just embarrassing. It's, you know, this is the very definition of posting cringe.
Now we know. As a filmmaker, are you happy? No.
No, I'm appalled, mate. Like, honestly. I made better films like that when I was in fucking, you know, I was in secondary school. I made better films than that.
Logan makes better films than this.
Yeah. His new film's gonna be good, I think.
Yes, it will be.
Yeah, it's honestly appalling.
You can tell the effect this has on Gemma's sanity from her laugh. Yeah.
So let's Let's call it a night, I think. I think that's that. Yeah, literally every fucking joke on that in that film is just like, haha, Star Wars, Conan, those films exist. The real movie was the friends we made along the way.
Connor Barkley, watch Logan's monster movies then. The spammer's back.
I don't know. It's, you know, it's whatever. Like, again, people want to spam. That's fine. It's sad, but it's not. They're not hurting anyone. I just don't care that much.
Are these spammers just Doug and Rob?
You both sound so defeated. Yeah, basically, I mean, like, so a movie like that does to you. It's not just bad. The thing with bad comedy is, like, with other genres, when they're bad, you can laugh at them. The problem with comedy is, by its very definition, if it's bad, it's not funny. So that's the problem, is that we can't even laugh, because if we were laughing, it would be good comedy. So instead, we're just kind of left here to feel bad about ourselves. Feel bad about the world we live in. I think what's good in many ways is that you can look at something like that and say, no matter how many times in life I fail, no matter how many struggles I either, you know, that I won't overcome, you know, that I'll never make Kickassia.
I'll never make that film.
I get to wake up every morning knowing that I wasn't involved in Kickassia.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm not in Kickassia. And that's a very comforting thought.
Same.